Yo, what's up everybody? Jumping here, and I am back with my Noob's Guide for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Now this is going to be the final episode. All I have left to do is to fight the final boss, the Sword Saint, and we will be done. I wanted to dedicate an episode to him because not only will I help you guys watching the guide, but if anyone is having trouble with this boss, which a lot of people do, he is definitely the hardest boss in the entire game. Maybe if they are searching for easier ways of actually beating him, they might stumble upon this video. So, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be fighting the first two parts of this fight legitly. There are ways that you can cheese the first two parts. If that's something you want to do, you can look it up. But the first part is going to be Genichiro. It's actually the same thing as before. The only real difference is that now he's going to have a mortal draw technique that we can get behind, and we can get free damage if we do that. And also, the big thing with him is anytime he jumps up in the air to come down with his sword, watch out, he has a triple mix-up. He can sweep, he can thrust, or he might just do a normal attack, which then he will follow that up with a thrust. So you can, of course, jump in the air to kick him in the face if he sweeps, you can McCurry counter if he thrusts, and you can teabag a Doom if he does his normal attack. But the big thing is to give it a second to see what he is doing. If you do that, you shouldn't be caught by surprise by anything. Now, for the first part of the Sword Saint, this is a little bit difficult, but overall, it's definitely the easiest part, and most people will really not have too much of an issue once they learn his moves. Now, the thing I will give you a heads up about is that when you are fighting him, if he sheaths his sword, he will do a sweeping attack. If he pushes you away, he will be doing a thrusting attack. If he charges up for a wind attack, you can get behind him for free damage. And that's the same if he tries to charge up an Ichi-Manji. You can get behind him for free damage as well. Outside of that, anytime you're attacking him, when he deflects us, he will attack us. And a lot of times he will do these little uppercut attacks. Normally he will do 2 to 3 of those attacks. So just teabag a Doom that and you should be good. As long as you're countering his sweep and you're countering his thrust attack, you will finish him off very quickly. And it will be pretty easy. Now for stage 2 of the fight, that is when things will actually get very difficult. He will pull out a spear, and that's the part that everyone gets stuck on, is stage 2 and stage 3 of that fight. Now what we're going to be using is the umbrella. You can use really any umbrella you like. I personally prefer the Phoenix's just because I think it's probably the best one for this. But then again, maybe the fire one is just as good. I'm not exactly sure. But we will be using this, so you are going to want to have some extra spirit emblems. So let's go ahead and use Tanto now. That's very important. Try not to use any spirit emblems for the first 2 parts of the fight. That way we will have all of them for the final 2 parts of the fight. But let's go ahead and do this. I will talk about how to fight Genichiro and the first stage as I'm doing it. But once we get to the second and third stage, I'll show you this wonderful strategy to make it extremely easy. Alrighty, first things first, get behind him and attack him. If he does a second one, you might want to dodge to the left. When he does that, he's going to do a sweep, which we can counter. Now he's going to try to do his little move there, which I kind of messed up. Alright, I'm going to back up a little bit just to recover. Watch out. When he does this, his final hit, if we deflect that, he's going to do a thrust attack that we can counter. So understand that. Now just attack him, because he'll try to use the bow a lot. Free hits. Yeah, buddy. Alrighty, first things first against him. Let him attack you to start this fight, because we don't want to get hit right away. Now we can attack him. Now here comes a thrust. He pushed us away. That's what you need to watch out for. Okay. Now he sheaths the sword. So he is going to do a sweep attack that we can counter, and we can attack him now. Watch out. Whenever he does that, remember, he'll do that 2 to 3 times. There is a thrust attack, and there you go. Stage 1 is extremely easy. Now at this point, run away from him, get distance. You want him to pull out the spear. So once he has the spear out and we have distance, whenever he runs at us, we're going to deploy the shield. If he jumps, we wait for him to shoot us. On the 4th shot, he'll jump in the air. We can move to the left, and we can counterattack. At that point, just run away from him. Get some more distance from him. Now he's shooting us. Whenever he does that attack, where he just shoots us, just go ahead and counterattack him immediately after the 4th shot. Now he's running at us. He's jumping, so he's going to shoot. Once he jumps, we move to the left and we counterattack. And then we just run away like a little bitch. That's all we do. So try to get distance though, because you don't want him to be right up on you like this, because he'll do normal melee attacks. But now we have the distance. Let's deploy the shield. He's going to shoot us. Now we can counterattack him and run away. This is pretty good distance from him, so we're going to wait for him to run. Deploy the shield. He is going to shoot us. Now he's going to jump. We move to the left. We counterattack. And we run away and repeat. That's pretty much all you have to do for this second stage to make it extremely easy. Watch out, he's shooting. Try to catch him if he does that, but remember, it's all about the distance. Okay, so here he comes. And we're going to let him shoot us again. Now he's going to jump. We move to the left. We counterattack. And we run away. See you later. Now at this point, we should be good to just go ahead and block. Alright, let's counterattack. Now we can run away. Oh god, I'm getting caught on trees. Leave me alone. Alright, let's just deploy. Okay, that's just a normal melee, so just get away from him whenever he's doing that. Now at some point in this fight, you might want to Tanto again. Okay, so here comes this attack. Wait for him to jump, and we can counterattack him. One more hit and it's over. But this is a good time to maybe use the Tanto. Okay, and heal. And get away from him. Now we can just go ahead and do this one more time. Alright, attack and finish him off. Now you do have the option to counter the lightning, because a lot of times he'll throw it out like immediately. So if you want to do that, you can. If not, just run away from him. Deploy the shield. Whoa! Okay, you gotta watch out for that. That's the only thing that you really have to watch out for, okay? Remember, distance, guys, distance. You want to try to stay far away from him. Okay, so here we go. Pop him. Now, run away. Because if you're too close like that, he might come at you with a lightning attack. I got lucky that that missed, actually. Okay, so he's shooting us. He's jumping. We're moving. We're counterattacking. And he will, a lot of times, do that immediately afterwards, which you can try to counter if you want, but it is risky. Okay, so he's shooting us now. Pop him. Watch out. He can also do a lightning attack off of that, too, so. But just try to get some distance. Watch out for the cliff, okay? There are cliffs that you can actually walk right off, so try to stay, like, in the center of the field. Okay, he's shooting us. Now he's jumping, we're moving, we're counterattacking. And you see what I'm saying about that? How he'll follow that up a lot. Whoa, he's shooting. Okay, that was kind of random, but it's fine. You're probably going to take a little bit of damage doing this, but it's so much easier than normal. Okay, and also try not to mess that up. Sometimes you can mess that up. Let's try to get him to attack so we can get away from him. That's the easiest way of actually getting distance from him, is just letting him do an attack if he catches you. Okay, so now he's going to jump. We're going to move, counterattack, and we're going to run away. I'm going to go ahead and heal again. Okay, I think this should be good enough. It was. Alright, attack him, run away from him. Now, honestly, like I said, you might want him to attack. If he does, then you can get some more distance from him. Now, this should be good. So he's going to jump. He's going to shoot. Now he's going to jump again. We move. We smack him. A couple more smacks and this fight is over. This should be good enough distance away from him. So he is coming to us. Now he's shooting. We're attacking. We're running away. See you later. Okay. This should be good right here. Let's just deploy the shield now. And here he comes. He's doing a jumping attack. Watch your posture as well, because if it does fill up too much, you might want to try to block just so that you can actually go ahead and recover it. This should be the final hit here. And boom! GG. But as you can see, using the umbrella makes this so freaking easy. But that is definitely the hardest part of the entire fight, stage 2 and 3. Now, I do think that stage 2 is probably harder than stage 3, because in stage 3, you can reverse the lightning, and if you are good at doing that, you can destroy this guy with that lightning. But using the umbrella makes this a joke. It really does. And if you are struggling against this guy, try the umbrella because it will save you a tremendous headache. That is for sure, especially on your first playthrough, because a lot of people get stuck on this guy forever. Like I said, I've heard of people dying 100 times and being stuck on this guy for weeks. So that is something to keep in mind. Don't feel too bad about cheesing him. He is a cheap bastard, so I don't feel bad about it. But anyway, that's going to do it for the Noob's Guide. I really hope that you have actually enjoyed this episode and all the other episodes if you have watched them. If you haven't actually seen them, I would recommend them. I do think they are pretty good. In fact, I would say that I think that this has probably been my best Noob's Guide. I know a couple people have been saying that, but I do think that it might be just because I really took a lot of time to try to think of all of the different strategies for this and to kind of come up with the easiest ways of actually dealing with all of the hardest fights in the entire game and hardest areas as well. Alrighty, well, I would appreciate it, guys, if you could like this video for me. Be sure to subscribe for future videos, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day, and peace out.